do we be?
So it says.
We're going, I guess.
Wow.
Hello. There's a cat here.
Meow, meow.
And welcome to us working on game stuff on the internet. I just realized I might have to adjust that camera because like I have to be this close to be better on the mic, or like this to be. Ryan's gonna do me a solid here. A little more. That's not bad. I think it's pretty. It's like maybe a little tilted now.
Which way?
Yeah.
Does it really tilt?
Oh, that. Yeah, the mount will tilt a little maybe. Oh, now it's gonna be all over the place. This is gonna be. It's a fucking disaster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. That's pretty good.
More this way again?
Yeah, that's perfect. Try to lock it in as close to that as you can. Yeah, that's good. Definitely good enough. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Wow.
Anyway.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dustin.
I'm Lorraine. I don't know if I'm being heard. I'm not really on my mic right now. Bobby?
A little.
Sort of.
Turn us up a tiny bit, I suppose.
Yeah. Hi, Colette. What are you doing?
Small little hit there. Okay. We are going to work on some video game stuff, I guess. This is going to be kind of a
Yeah, tilting the camera moved that red spot, so now I have to like hide more.
Well, yeah, I think it's a focusing thing. I'll have to figure out how to disable it.
There's like a red spot.
Let me try
go
this.
here, you can see it.
I mean,
there it is. There it is.
We're just kind of testing anyway. Let me see.
It's here.
How
So
doable it is.
I'm gonna slouch a lot. No.
Let me see how doable it is. This might crash the whole stream.
Let's crash the stream. Let's crash the stream.
Let's try that. Still there? No, it still is. Maybe if I hit apply. No. It's so irritating because it's probably like a focusing thing.
This is like what, the second time we've used this camera?
Yeah. Well, the other time everything was kind of going to shit anyway for other reasons.
She's in our frame, but you can't see her because she's too low. Hey, Bud Pizza.
Whatever. I'll have to figure it out later.
And then I'll just slouch.
At some other point.
Uh-oh. She's gonna knock those things over.
No, she's in the frame now.
She's gonna look out the window.
All right, Colette, enjoy your window.
Bubby love it window. It is raining.
Anyway, this is gonna be one of the rare instances where I did get some amount of stuff done.
Wow.
Decent amount of stuff done off the stream.
We've had a few busy weeks of other streams happening, so we haven't really done
might not look like
game
it.
dev stuff.
I
even did some like actual concrete, very specific playtesting the other day.
Well, I'm gonna ask you to do a little more of it right now. If you want to grab this.
Hi, Colita.
And
what is the best way to have this around this microphone? Got it. I'm locked in. Colette, what do you have to say?
See how this goes.
Oh gosh.
You're moving. You're moving and grooving.
Help, I am trapped.
So do you want me to describe what's happening behind the scenes in any way, or do you want to just kind of feel it out for a little bit? Because like I said, it's pretty simple, but there are technically more rules to this fight than there were before. Although that's... I'll have to look into why he's doing that. That must be some part of the code that I didn't notice before that you didn't touch. Like, does he just always move if you're passing between those areas? You're about right center of the room. I never saw him do that, but I never...
No, I think there was some kind of interrupt happening, because he saw him do the hurt animation.
I think it was the damage thing again, maybe.
Yeah.
Smart again. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's still going to be probably a huge fucking irritating problem.
See, that's bad.
He doesn't work at all after you hurt him. It just is completely broken. Has the hitbox in the wrong spot, which is why the tongue comes out of the wrong place. Alright. Well, maybe we'll dig into that today. This time, don't, just move around the room a little bit and don't attack him, and I'll kind of describe what's happening, since it's going to be harder to test in real time anyway. So, how he should be working right now is he'll just keep jumping back and forth in the room. Every time he lands at a spot, he'll do one thing. And he either, I think it's every, fourth or fifth action he takes is always a croak. And everything outside of that is he either launches a bomb. If you're on, like, the room is basically cut in half. He launches a bomb if you're on the other side of the room from him. And he either licks or launches a bomb. Just flips a coin if you're on the same side as him. That's not really doing anything either. I think because other stuff. Testing out killing him is probably going to be a problem if damaging him at all makes him fucking flip a shit.
I had thought, because like, it seemed like I was able to do damage during maybe the bomb thing.
And that's probably true too. That
I thought he was only supposed to be damageable when he was croaking.
I just didn't account for that yet.
Yeah.
Right about that, so that's like.
Because I think that's the main thing. Because it screwing up that animation seemed to be. Play it again. I want to try to attack him while he's doing the bomb and see if that's what really makes him lose his mind. Yeah, because see, he's not supposed to do that, I don't think.
Alright, let's see if this,
See, now he's just doing this, now he's messed up.
Yeah, let's see if this resolves a thing, at least in practice. And
then he's just spawning everything everywhere. I'm gonna sneeze, it's coming.
It's because we're covering it up. Us. Oh, bless you.
I think that was it. Hard to say.
Shut up. Okay.
It is not on the stream screen.
Yeah, I know. Control.
What are you trying to find?
Where does he actually get hurt? Where does that animation play? Jumping.
I feel like there's a good chance it's in the main controller.
Tongue attack. Croaking. Jump attack. Has been hit. Noise, taking damage. honestly, let's try this right now.
I have part of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think removing the if lethal false might help in the has been hit, because I think that is also interrupting some of the things. Because that's like, I mean, I guess the stop all coroutine is probably part of the problem.
I bet. Let's try.
Because if he can't take damage during certain stages, then it won't matter if it isn't lethal, and it won't do
We're gonna
that.
have to. Let's get rid of this. That's
I
the wrong keyboard. There. Let's get rid of this.
I wouldn't do that just
This.
yet.
I mean, I'm just commenting it out. It's fine.
But you're commenting two different things, and that's not necessarily like unit testing is a thing, Sweaty.
Why does it only So what happens in like this?
I would maybe
it's
also
very confusing to me.
one other thing that might not be a bad idea is to not make him immediately do the tongue attack, but I guess for now, like, it's a good way to check to see if things have gotten fucked in taken damage.
But the thing I really want to do here is for the moment I think you kind of have to do like in fact, this probably doesn't have to be a coroutine in the way I'm about to change it for the moment, but
Just
like,
really
this is the way that I would.
If you remove has taken damage, then you're just gonna be able to wail into him and just do a lot.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Brian.
I'm okay with that for the moment. Although this can be, I can turn this back on if you want. That doesn't matter. Well, so it's not gonna, in the way that I'm changing this right at the moment, it's not gonna make a difference anyway, because it won't be a coroutine. Like it won't. It'll just trigger for a frame. I'm not saying it'll stay that way necessarily, but yeah, none of this. Like, if I turn all this off,
it's a coroutine because there's an animation. The
Well,
waiting.
you-
I'm just telling you why it's a coroutine
Yeah.
since you're already upset about it.
No, that's fine.
Also, it has no yield state, so it's airing out. I mean, just.
I think you can just do that. I don't remember. Let's see. Forget there's some.
Oh,
way.
it's mad. Just do like 0.01 seconds. Like, make it super short.
So that one. This is what we want. At least for right now, for messing around with shit. Is this not actually like a function? There we go. I think. Trying to remember how to make this call.
I've never made that call before, so I don't know.
Oh, it's probably this. Huh? Oh, yes. Okay.
Hmm.
That sounds nice. That sounds yummy. Oh, neat. Cool.
I can't type with this pillow here.
Yeah, that is, I believe, our future. Our food future.
I mean, that's what you told me was our food future. So if it's not, that's on you. Gaslighting dinner.
So here's my other question for you, Lorraine, right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it look... What is up with this lethal check? Like, why does it look like he only ever takes damage if it would be lethal? Like, I guess I'd have to...
Because you could interrupt his attacks before, and he would not be damageable.
Confused by that. Let's see what happens. Just curious what'll happen if we run this.
Mm.
What's thinking?
Yeah, because you compiled it, and it's the little circle in the bottom corner, which you can't see because our camera's covering it up. Do be a spin.
Okay, it's possible to damage him. Sometimes. Okay. So I had to look at why. Because I did not code for him to only be manageable while croaking, obviously. Not yet, at least.
So you can see when the thing disables because it moves farther into his body. Because only one of them actually does the damage, and the rest are doing the destroy. Also, it didn't drop any key pieces.
Drop the keys. That's weird. I don't actually know. Keep going up. The door thing would not be there either. That's weird. It should be on there though. Did it throw an error with that? Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. I'm just curious.
Same thing. You don't have the console?
No. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so did the exit thing went away. It did not drop the keys. The other thing's not there, which that might even just be, might just have to turn on A on this, and I forget. And he did not like he operated as expected the whole fight pretty much, right? Other than like
because nothing was getting interrupted. That's the thing.
Well, that's what I'm telling you is like I'm not, like you talk to me. I don't know how.
You think I do?
The way this is already written, again, we're kind of taking a do as little harm as possible to. We're just at the point with messing with this where I do want to refactor as few things as possible before we ship it. Like I kind of want to change as little as I can before we get it out the door. But I don't. I'm trying. Like you. Hell, let's try to talk through this for a little bit. I'm not sure how we would. I'm not sure how we would have him do some kind of contextually active animation with the way that this fight is currently set up, because the whole fight is currently coded as it's basically like a linear time, like it is coded as a linear set of steps that by definition cannot be interrupted. Right, where like as he starts an attack, it expects it to go X seconds, and then after that attack is done, he'll take another action which is expected to go X seconds, and then he'll do another action which is expected to go X seconds. But they're not like they're not linearly coded in like an ascending sequence of things that happens. It's like they're unrelated based on how much time they literally take in the game. Like, does that all track to you?
Probably. Is another level gonna start after this thing?
I don't know.
I know you get coins based on time, right? I just wanted one more coin.
Oh.
Because I'm a child, Dustin, okay? Ah.
Power ups.
Thank you. You can switch that.
Basically, I'm saying I don't think he can do a hurt animation unless we refactor the entire fight. Like, unless we just redo the whole thing. Because there's no... the way it's set up now, there's no way to know, you know... At what time, at what frame, at whatever... any of those things would happen.
Much health. I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably...
Spent all your money. Go ahead.
There's probably a way to change a sprite's color in code. There has to be. Because the animator is basically doing that. So, what if we have a function, not a coroutine, just a function that triggers when he gets damaged that will, like, do the color flash the animation's doing, which maybe could still be an animation. Like, you don't have to have sprites attached to that, and you can just change the, like, color or something. So we could modify the hurt animation that's already there and use that instead, because I think I know how to easily do that. We do that, and I know there were croaking sounds that could be randomly played when he took damage or croaked or something. There was some kind of sound that played when he took damage. Both those things happen. Doesn't interrupt a damn thing. You'll have a different visual cue as to when, or visual and audio cue as to when he's taking damage, as opposed to a single frame that stops everything else.
Yeah, that's fine. And we'll pull up a thing. I have some of that actually written in here already, although I don't remember. Like, I'll have to double check. We can go to the carrot fight too and see how that looks right now. But just to give some more context, since this is ostensibly somewhat educational.
Gross. Learning.
Is that, like I said, really, I'm just trying to get this done with changing a little stuff as possible going forward. But this stuff is some of the, like, stuff we're kind of looking at now is some of the oldest code I think we've written in terms of...
I mean, if you want the oldest code,
stuff.
you go to the fish fight. The fish fight is the first boss that was in this fucking game.
Like, nothing about what we're messing with now is, like, good or optimal or, like, it's just kind of what we've got.
Thank you.
Well, I'm saying that, like,
thank you.
I don't want to spend a ton of time refactoring it since it's, like, 90% working, but the way it's working is,
bad. You can say
ideal.
it. You can say it's bad, Dustin. Shit on my code,
but, like,
please.
we talked about this. I talked about this with some of the people in, when I was on that last, like, Michigan Game Dev meetup thing. He doesn't blink. Do any of them blink?
He does. His face. So, see, his face is what's doing the animation.
But, like, that's an animation, right? It's not, like, a color change thing? Like, it's...
I mean, that was probably in before that was on most things.
Then let's go back to the garbage disposal, because he definitely does it.
It's the gears that doesn't... I think...
Yeah, I did that because I want to see how it's
hooked up. Look at the... And say, if you want to just... You want more of a thing, look at the fucking fish. I told you, look at the fucking fish.
But the thing you're describing, like I said, I already did code it for the disposal fight. I just, like, we'll play it and you can hit them, and then I'll pause the scene and see how it's all hooked up, because the code that I did change, the frog doesn't inherit some of that stuff. So I just want to see how we would have to, like, set it up. Oh, he only got 1 tick of health.
Yeah, because that was in my notes. If you read my notes,
I didn't read your notes yet.
Wow!
I was messing with the frog stuff
Wow! Hey, go make all these notes and look at all this stuff.
Shh.
Doesn't even read the notes. I went out of my made really good fucking notes, Dustin.
I'm not saying I won't read the notes. I said I didn't read the notes yet. Because I was doing this first.
Oh, you can just spam that. This is great. I'm not using ammo.
Oh yeah, that's just that timer.
I wonder if this was damage. I want to go into a fight. I want to go into a room.
I mean, we could fix that.
Never. Not right now, at least. This is fun. It makes it. It's I.
Oh, sorry. We need to play this again because I actually need him to be alive to check the thing. I'm sure.
Gross. Who wants to be alive? That is. I did some Foley work. I'm pretty sure that's just a drill.
Okay.
There's
so,
just
like,
a full-on drill If the sound was working on this, which I don't believe it is,
So let's look back at the
but
scene.
it do go burr. It goes so
Because I want
burr.
to describe to you that there's like one underlying piece of like there's one parent class that kind of determines a lot of the things that can happen at the start of a boss fight to set up
The
the scene.
boomers.
And that determines don't kill them, and that determines
Ow.
it determines the camera position of the
Mosh
scene,
pit.
whether it follows Martyr or not, or it stays static like it does in this one. It sets up the health bar, and I feel like it might do one or two other things.
Oh no.
But it also, that's okay, he didn't die from it. So if we...
It do be pink though.
Oh, excuse me.
Beautiful.
Excuse me. If we
Bless. Can I get a bless? More another bless in the chat. Your mods have you covered with blesses, Dustin.
That's his face.
Yes. Can you even see that on this scene? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, if I go over the... Yeah.
I couldn't remember. If that wasn't there, he would be so boring. I see Colette.
Those are the key pieces.
Hi, Bubby.
Projectiles come out. Beams.
Beams. I mean, there's damage color flash right there, if that's what you're looking for. Not really sure what you're attempting to look. I mean, there's a giant black bar, and next to it says damage color blink, flash or whatever. Oh, she's cute. She's sweet.
Here's here. Start fight. Choose attack item. Perform current action. Come on. Setting pattern.
I'm sad you turned off his cure arms. I'm really proud of those.
Destruction. This probably has nothing to do with what we're looking for.
I mean, there's a base script that it inherits from.
And this will turn, yeah, this inherits from the generic one.
Same. Were you looking for the generic one? I still don't know what you're looking for.
I'm looking for the difference between. I feel like there's something in here that's slightly different than the generic one. To figure out what I need to set up in the frog to have him do a similar thing.
Again, extremely descriptive. Crushing it.
Rotate beam, stop, straight beam.
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Jesus, this thing.
Alright, let's go back to here. So this should be exactly the same. Like frog should just inherit from this now. So there's the damage color flash. Did you just change the color? Like I don't know. Or maybe that code's not even doing that thing. Like maybe I put that in as like a thing that I didn't finish. I'm trying to rack my own memory out at this point.
For what?
Huh?
For what? What is the thing you put? You're not like
the damage flashing thing, like the.
I mean, where is he taking damage? You got to find out where the garbage disposal's processing damage taken.
Oh, that's the thing. I thought it would just.
I mean, a lot of this stuff I think you moved around and changed without me having any hand in. Because I didn't like all that pattern stuff is more Cucumber than anything I ever did. Try the main controller.
Because maybe it's Maybe the way he's segmented is like that's a physical different object.
Mm-hmm. Look at the thing. Weak spot.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, he's mumbling to himself.
I mumble
And
when
he fucking does. Why do you think it's so hard for me to hear him when we're playing Destiny? Because I have him muted in my headset, and he's mumbling into his mic, so I can't hear him across the room.
Scooch this over a smidge. Get even more on the mic. But yes, Lorraine is correct. I mumble.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how you can tell I'm not thinking one bit when we're doing podcast stuff or doing streams that are less well, that's not true. When I'm playing, I do the same thing, but when other people are playing, I just blurt out whatever stupid thing is in my head.
He do be blurting. I mean, like, check the scene. Like, literally go back to the scene and see if it's a separate object. Like, he's got pieces to him. Literally, it's in the middle. There you go. You did it. It's a little thing called weak spot, which is probably a good place to start. Weak spot controller. Who would have thunk?
It's just its own. Yeah, so this is a one single bespoke thing. It doesn't inherit from anything.
It has 1 health.
Iframe shit. Excuse me. That changes his like HUD.
Is it making Marta take the, like, start? Is it queuing up Marta's animator? That seemed weird. Normal damage.
This looks like it was more
display.
dried from what was here before.
Cause this. Can you go back to Unity for a second? So it doesn't.
Because that's just even the hitbox. That also still isn't. Where's the sprite for
See, that's
themselves?
That's what I'm wondering. It's the LCD display. It's different. I don't know. Well, there's the gear arm. Well, because he doesn't move, so I think it might just be lower. There's gear anchor. Is that what that says? Lower. It's not even connected to him. Does it say gear anchor? Or is it just... Yeah, there you go. That's the ones. Just makes them go burr. That's how they spin. But they have an animator attached to them, unless that was the arms, and I'm not 100% sure if that was the arms or those gears. I'm trying to figure out where the color is happening. I don't think that boss
that might
isn't actually doing anything.
Aspirational. That might have put that in and not finished it.
Because if the gears themselves have an animator, that's what's changing their color, which I think is correct. Because if you go back to the weak spot, it had reference to animators. To 2 animators, actually. It's underneath him. The garbage disposal. Click on the weak spot. There are 2 gear animators right there. Left gear and right gear. And I think that's what's doing the color changing. Because it's only that right now because they're literally changed color. Like, if you turn that off, see, it's because it's flashing. Because they took damage because of their animator. See, you see it flash for a second while it was dying? I'm pretty sure that's all their animator doing it. It's nothing to do with your code or your variable, I guess is more the correct way to put it. Are you... Never
mind. Excuse me. Okay, so that thing is not doing anything, at least in this fight, where that's already happening. And so if we look back over here...
That object is not round. I thought it was at one point. Like, it spun faster, too. It looks like it's spinning really
That's
slow.
still the LEDs. So that's
Do
not that. Where does it start animating those?
What?
The color change.
That would be in the weak spot.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that's... Do the gears have a script? They just have that spin.
No, they don't. These are just references. Like, this is just a different coroutine that just takes time. I like that idea. Excuse me. Trademark wood grains.
And they're not. I made them, but saying TM again after things is fun. This right now is the tile or linoleum tiling or whatever that's in Dustin's parents' kitchen. I made it. Me. Oh, you didn't. The screen isn't clicked anymore. I worked very hard on all these backgrounds. I'm still very proud of the scrolling.
Cloud's off doing something responsible, I feel.
Probably.
Okay. You're doing stuff. Oh, he's gone again. Duh.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, he's shooting. Shoot and win. This is... I think the toilet's in my parents' bathroom upstairs.
Alright, so let's take a second here.
No.
Fucking come on, dude.
Never.
gears aren't actually even attached here at all. This is just some other functional stuff.
Mhm.
Because the hatch has its own motor.
Yep. Nope. Pretty sure there's something that's just called hatch anchor, which is like 4 down from where you are right now.
Does this have with the LEDs?
I mean, click the controller. Then go to the animator up top. Nope, 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 nope. Yep.
That tells me nothing.
I think it just fades them out.
Yeah, do that again too. Go ahead and kill him, I guess. Yeah, he does fade out.
Yeah. Weird.
Well, the frog doesn't though, not right now, right?
I don't know if he had. I think he does. I think he faded out.
Let's go check.
Oh gosh. Scene view. Fight the fish. Fish is wild.
I could have changed his health or something. It's gonna be an annoying slog.
No, he's a frog, not a slug.
Slog.
Slime. I guess he doesn't. Maybe that was the hurt animation that you got rid of.
No, I don't think he did before either. Even before. Well, no, I guess I would. He would. All this would have been after I changed it, because he couldn't do anything before then. All right. So at this point, I think we start. Need to start just collecting some notes, maybe.
Notes that you're not going to read?
No, notes that I will read.
Doubt.
I move on from the thing that I'm doing. The frog scene in the editor too.
Frog.
Whatever. Shut up.
Frog, frog, frog. Marta just looks like a pea.
Fade out when damaged, when destroyed.
Destroy. Destroy.
Doesn't work if interrupted while animating.
I think I still have the pictures I used for
Forming
references in OneDrive.
Action. Frog doesn't drop key pieces.
I do.
So first things first. He's got the references to them. So that's not why that's not happening. Or at least that part. It's got a reference to the tongue. Oh, the tongue still doesn't work. Let's do that. Which we'll see if we can change that right this second, maybe.
Right this second.
Okay. Regular one. It's not on a specific layer and it's untagged. Trigger. It's an animator and a controller. It is like animating right now still. So let's see how successfully I might have done something like this.
Good question.
So it's just a script on something.
Hmm?
Okay. So the timing and the number of frames on this in total is probably incorrect.
What?
But I think this tongue will damage the player. Let's see what happens. Something will happen.
Maybe.
Oh, just kidding. It won't do anything. It'll just break. I wonder if that's... I'll pause it when he tries to do that again. Unseen. Is it like on the wrong layer or something? That's obviously still not.
It says it's there.
It's not in the wrong position. Also,
you should hear.
let me check. Let's at least get it on the right visible layer.
I mean, that'd be above the background. Sorting layer below color. It shouldn't matter. Do you know you need to apply it to something or no?
I don't think so. If it's in the editor, let's see what happens. They should at least make it visible. Although if it's still in the wrong spot, that's gonna. Okay, well he didn't do that time.
Yeah, it's in the wrong spot.
See if you can get hit by it anyway. I just want to see if it'll hurt you.
It's going through him, so I doubt it.
Well, it should just be a trigger. It shouldn't matter.
But if he's gonna hurt me regardless.
Well, that's a good point.
Like,
okay,
I have to be like, I think that was it.
It's hard to say.
I think it was that. It looked like it did.
Okay. So I wonder, is their relative position just different? Because it's still. Let me pause it when it comes out again. I want to see what happens. So does it become childed to him when it spawns in? Let's see. No. So it's just like the offset is wrong. So if we let's unplay it.
I don't know. Was the other one supposed to be childed to him? Is the question?
No, they should be working the exact same way. But these coordinates, I don't know if that would.
Check. You should check. Wasn't there supposed to be like a spot where it was supposed to spawn? Didn't it have like a literal like just a fixed point that was supposed to be the attack spot?
You know, you'd think that.
Be on him. It wouldn't be on the tongue. Main, probably the main controller, I'm assuming. Unless there's an attack one too, which I can't remember if there is or not. He does have a death function.
This would be under attack. See, that's after it's already spawned in, though, right?
Let's see there. It should. It's got
Oh no, it spawns in right here.
attack positions. Why isn't it there? Are you not using
I don't know. That's very weird.
that?
No, it should be the same. It should be the exact same thing because it's not any different. It's just a different game object. That's very weird. I don't quite have an explanation for that right at this moment.
I mean, does it have something to do with the fact that it's a different type of object? Like, is it a
unless
2D thing? Is it? I don't know how different something animated with 2D toolkit is from something animated with
I have
Unity.
a theory.
Uh-oh.
It's possible that their center points are different.
I mean, its center point is literally the original one. It's the end.
Okay, that's probably not true with the other one.
Well, then there you
I'm
go.
not 100% sure how to change it though. If anything, I want to change the new one to. There's the new one. Let's drag one of these old ones into the scene just to eyeball it.
There's a way to.
If we put them at the exact same coordinates, so.
No, that's not what it is.
No, I know, but I just want to line them up visually just to see how they look next to each other. Oh, it didn't like that. Oh, I'm in. God damn it. Motherfucking shit. Fuck. Alright.
Dustin's
That's
tricked.
the wrong keyboard.
He's tricked.
Means I didn't copy that other thing either.
Copy?
I was trying to copy this value.
I mean, just center that one. Why wouldn't you? What are you doing?
Yeah, so they're like, see, they're in this. Those are in the same position in the game world, but like you said, obviously that their center points are not the same.
Look, please stop flipping through them for just a second.
I'm
trying to remember where that shit lives.
There's a way to change
not
that
helping.
separately in 2D Toolkit. I think.
There's definitely a way to do it in Unity because I fucking did it.
I'll just Google it. Hold on. Change center of object. It seems. Top left, there's a pivot button. You toggled from the center to the object's pivot point. Object to editable. Oh, no, this is not. This is too complicated. This is more complicated than what we're looking for. Let's check this. Some of these other. Oh, some of these are real old too. Not that our version of Unity is super up to date, but. Let's look at.
Click on the other one again for a second. I don't think it's in the animation controller. I'm pretty sure that's not it. No, stop flipping. I'm trying to fucking look at the information, Dustin.
Sorry.
Something. Because I did it on the shield bar has it too. Because it's set to be from the bottom so the scaling goes the right way. Maybe open that. Just look at that thing. The HUD.
Oh, like load up the, because the.
I just need
like,
the HUD.
But which thing do you want to see on it? The characters?
Just play the game. Just play it. Fucking does.
Because the boss, you have to start the boss.
Pause it.
To spawn the boss one.
Pause it. Or go to the scene. Go look in the scene view. It doesn't matter. Open that. Go to her HUD.
On the camera, right?
Yes.
Open. You shit.
Open that. Like, drop down.
Try.
Where is the force field bar? No, not the backing, the bar. Because this has the same thing on it, but I don't know.
Although if it was in code, it should have been, because it's basically the same script. The only thing I attached the same script to both of them. I just added like it basically tries to find a regular animator and a 2D toolkit animator, and it just uses whichever one it finds. So it's not going to find them both because they're not both attached to both tongues. But other than that, it should be the same code. So if it were in code, it should be on both. Tell me what you want. I'm just still trying to click on other threads here. I feel like if I Googled better. Gizmo Geometric Center. Pivot mode. So it's. I don't see that.
Change the pivot point import settings. If you want a visual editor change, use this. Use the sprite editor. Has some pivot point in the sprite editor. If it's are you using the same? You're using the same sprites, aren't you?
Yeah, although those would have been set up slightly differently.
Okay, that's probably part of it.
Because that could be it for sure.
So you've got the tongue sheet ones right there. Is that what you're using?
Yeah, let me open up the 2D toolkit thing.
Just no, like I think.
But yes,
just
ultimately this.
No, are you using the sheet or are you using the parsed out ones?
I'm using the sheet
because that's definitely part of it. Because those ones, if you try left, like, can you like left click them? See, the pivot point right there says right. That's what you want. That's the problem. There's no pivot point on the sheet because I'm not using the fucking sheet. I'm using the individual parsed out pieces.
Well, that's easy enough to think. I didn't even know these were separate because, like,
yes, every sprite is cut up and put into.
I'm not
things for the animator.
All right. Well, then let's do that because I'm not as familiar with any of the Unity 2D stuff. Like I said, I've really only done the 2D toolkit stuff. So let's.
Can you make it go off of those as opposed to the sheet? Okay.
Just give me a second.
Then that should fix it.
It's going to take me some doing, but I can do that.
Sprite to create... there's a tool for setting sprite points in the editor while maintaining their world positions. I'm not sure if that's necessarily what we want.
Because the other thing I could do... let me find where is that prefab folder? Prefabs, Rogue. This I think is the sprite. Oh, I opened up over here for some reason. So this is like. This is a sprite sheet derived from that larger things. It's got a bunch of empty space because it's just obviously it's a square things. It's got a bunch of frames that are just empty nonsense. But if I click on these individually, see they have an anchor point. So I wonder if I just change that.
Center right should probably be, or yeah, whatever, middle right.
I don't know if that'll change the hitboxes on them or not. I'll have to.
Who could say? What are you doing now?
I don't know why it's not showing the.
Showing the what?
I just wanted to see the actual hitbox on there. Did it again.
Can you just before you do anything else?
Off,
before you do anything else,
can
you make sure that all of them are set to the right anchor point, because that is much more important right now to making this work.
I suppose. Sure. Okay.
So that one is set. This one is not. Okay, and that should be all of them, because the
Commit
rest are blank.
that. Oh, I think it moved them.
I mean, if they're supposed to be in the same spot, then they're in the same
Look
spot
at
now.
that. Okay, and it looks like the hitbox
I was gonna say
is in
the
right place.
hitbox was on the thing, because it's moving the sprite, not the or like the.
Okay.
It's the anchoring. It's not moving anything about the sprite. If I can play it, let's see
what happens.
Do you like how it took me a single thing of googling to find that, and you didn't find
You
it?
did good. I did bad. Sometimes I do good. Sometimes you do bad. Sometimes you do good. Sometimes I do bad. That's why we need each other. Come on, you fuck. Do it.
Do the thing.
Lick me.
No.
Okay,
Are you starting
work.
on the?
It does start on the.
You shouldn't.
There is no non-blank frame.
There should be a
kinda
blank
knew.
flame.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
frame.
It's pretty easy to do. I'll just pick one. But it did work. Like now, did you get hit by it or?
Man, I don't fucking know.
Because that was one of the things I wasn't sure of in the original animation. I couldn't figure out how to pull it up and look at it in the Unity editor. But obviously that's very fixable.
Fucking do it, you coward. He just wants to spit bombs.
You got to get closer to him. Yeah, that'll definitely be close enough. You don't even need to be that close. You just need to be definitively past the half point of the room. Okay.
There.
All right. Good.
Put that blank frame in.
Yeah. So let's go, and that'll be here.
Make sure, just pick one of them. It's still over on your other screen. Make sure that it has a five, I think. 5 or 6. Something. Yeah, there you go.
So the other thing here is if we wanted to add other ways for his tongue to work. If we wanted it just to stay out longer and then go back or something, those are all things we could do. And this is a true approximation of how long the original animation was, because I can change that too. Like if I really wanted to crank up the speed here, I can change the number of individual frames on these, or I can change the frame rate.
Let's just make sure, not 30.
I'm just showing you. Just
it's so fast.
10. Go back to 10.
Commit it before you do anything else. Which one did you pick? 6?
Which frame?
Yeah.
5, I think.
Or whatever. Just make sure that it is centered correctly.
Let me double check. Let's make sure I picked that one, and then. Nope. Text is so small. I can't read it.
It says 5.
Okay. All right. So we picked 5. So let's close that, and then. See, since it's only a visual thing, I don't think it'll matter. But in the
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're right. We'll do it anyway.
5. There. No. Right. Okay. I just want to be sure.
No, you're not wrong.
Play it.
You're not wrong. I'm saving
Play
it
it.
for some reason. You're totally right. Hey, bro. Oh, it still is not correct. Although, hold on.
Is the ordering weird?
No, I think I know what it is.
Is it because you have it set as a frame to begin with and it's not blank?
It's because I have it set to a frame to begin with. It's not blank.
That's why the other one isn't on the screen, because it's blank to begin with. Sprite. Change it to 5.
Okay, that should do it.
I know. Please stop shaking everything.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All I know is shake.
I'm aware. Look at
there
that.
We go.
Oh, the end.
Oh, the end is a little weird.
You got to add a blank on the end too,
because fine. Oh, and like I said, the timing is also might just be off. We might have to adjust it a little to correspond to the way it worked originally. But yeah, we can do both of those things. Yeah. Okay. So, in fact, it might need to be a hair quicker. That's right. You got it.
Vibrate.
I'm gonna watch it loop again a couple more times if you'll give it to us.
Give it to me. Give it to me straight, you chemically gay frog.
Oh.
It could be maybe a hair faster.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
It shouldn't be longer.
Let's do. Animation to change.
Wow.
Let's click this. We're gonna put
5 again.
more empty frame on here.
Give it to me 5.
And then
It's just fucking 12. Or frame rate, not frames.
Oh, yep, don't want to do that.
They're the same now. I don't think this will give us as true a indication for how it plays out in the game without actually looking at it.
Like I said, these individual, you can adjust the timing,
I'm aware.
the number of the frames individually. But...
Do not delete it. Commit it. Those are two vastly different things.
Why are those buttons so close together?
I'm Dustin. I'm grumpy.
I'm grumpy and vibing. Vibrating.
Vibrating. That's much better. Good. That is much cleaner. Look at that.
I think that's about right. Yeah,
I booped him on his snoot.
Stuff like it's supposed to work. It's almost like we've made it that way.
Boom.
Now that we're raising questions that I hadn't even considered, actually, do you think her projectile should be able to interact with the bombs? Probably not, right? Because
I don't want them to set them off.
I didn't account for
that. If that's what you're asking.
Well, I don't want. I think they should probably just pass through them because I don't think they should
just make them like.
Stuff them in front of his mouth either, like, because that's what's happening right now.
I'm aware.
Play it again. Like if you shoot him,
I saw it, Dustin. I've seen it.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just make them not interact with each other somehow. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out which physics things we need to change.
Fucking DNI these bubbles. These bubbles are minors, and I have an NSFW Twitter. These are the jokes. Art Twitter.
Okay, it looks like it's working.
Okay.
Ow. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing.
Got him. Boom. Ow. We kissed. Kiss of death.
Oh, see, so you put them on the enemies layer, though, so that's gonna have to... I don't know. I'm not sure what the best way is to... Because that fixed our other problem, but...
Well, what are they... What makes them pop? Anything?
Probably anything right now, but they still have physical colliders. So even if you didn't pop the bubble, if they came into contact with her projectiles, they would still have their physics change.
That's not that bad. So what if?
Yeah, we can try that. Let's try that first.
Because what are the thing I want to know? It's the bomb prefab, not the bomb. You're on the wrong thing.
That's fine. I'm just looking for the script.
No, it's not on the... It wouldn't be on that. It'd be on the bubble, wouldn't it? The bubble... This is just literally the vanilla mine. Which is a good band name, by the way. Because is it a collision?
Yeah, so this is just if they collide with anything, they stop. And the bubble pops.
Just what is the if we can just figure out like I know that bubbles have their own tag. You could just say and not equal to their tag.
You mean the player projectiles?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try that. We'll see what kind of results that yields. It'll, like I said, it'll stop most of this, but like I said there, I would expect the momentum to still change somewhat. But let's
Is
just see how
that bad?
looks. Not necessarily. I'm just
I think you
saying.
should be able to push them around.
Because
you can still just push them into a wall, then like block up an area you want to fucking go in. So it's just a bad time for everybody.
What player projectiles are even called?
It was like projectile test or some bullshit like that. They have a very generic name. No. Where do I see projectile testing?
Testing.
What about projectile testing?
Oh, that's just let's just whatever. Just the harder way or something.
Prefab and you find player. You just click on player. It's below objects. Projectile testing right there. The one I told you to click on. Tag is player projectile. So if it's collision other dot game object dot tag. Other. That's not how you spell other.
Sure isn't.
Dot game object dot tag. Quote.
String?
Yeah. Camel case, all one word.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. And I just put the exclamation point before that to make sure it's not that, and then you're Gucci. Or you could just say not equal to. Can't you do exclamation point when equal signs?
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's the way you actually
make
say
sense.
it. Sure.
It's gonna make some noises, you know.
Yeah, she turned off all the sound from the game.
I tried to turn it back on. I was afraid that that's what happens. I'm always afraid when we close all these browser tabs. I'm always afraid that fucking some piece of shit website is gonna catch up with me. Alright, I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Okay, that's not so bad. It's pretty quiet. That's probably fine. Okay. Yeah, I can fuck with that. It's probably fine.
I feel like there's a lot of weird sounds playing right now. Or they're playing really out of order.
Well, because that noise is him taking damage, probably?
Maybe?
I wasn't paying enough attention that time. There is a little delay there. Let's check that out. I wonder if that audio effect has like a lead in at all, or if it's like a...
There we go. Me solving every problem today.
That's probably okay. In fact, I could even, like, if I wanted them to be displaced less, give them more momentum or something. Those are all options around the table.
More weight, I think, is actually what you want.
Yeah, more mass. I'll mess with that later. I'll think about it.
Still want you to load up the fish. That's all I want. More thick and thicken. You can also probably get rid of all those prefabs on the scene.
Yeah, we're basically done messing with this stuff. the way that I was messing with it, and setting them up or whatever.
Maybe leave that one or whatever.
No. Sure.
Because if you're gonna add like change the title loader.
Well, I'm going to change this again, so I don't know why I saved it there.
And swamp the fish. Sometimes you just gotta see the fish. This is probably the oldest code that's in this game. Aside, I guess the enemies have some of it. Makes horrible sounds. If you read my notes, you'd know I have ideas for this, but you didn't, so you don't know what my ideas are.
I will read your notes. I'll check out the fish first. Like I said, I want.
I mean, they're in order, and he's the first one.
One thing at a time.
Never. Why was it so important that I do this the other day if it wasn't imperative to what we're doing?
Because it's just like everything else, where I thought it would take me less time to change and fix the things with the frog fight than I did. Like I thought I was trying to. I mean, let's be completely real. I was trying to front load my own. Like I was trying to give myself.
The fish is a ghost because he's dead because he got flushed.
I was trying to give myself
He's
runway
dead.
to like once I finish the frog stuff to have a thing to work on next. But he drops the stuff, right?
There's no door still though.
Although this one, yeah, I might not have. Like I said, I think that is literally just. I think I need to physically toggle it on in the thing. All right. But I assumed I was like, well, I'll finish the frog stuff, and I want something immediately to work on next. Like that Lorraine has already called out, and I just didn't finish that stuff this week.
Can I buy a shield?
Quite as quickly as I
Give
thought
it
I
to
would.
me.
So.
New costume. Oh, I bought a costume. Oh well.
Congratulations.
Don't we have them all unlocked? Didn't you
remember.
unlock them all? Or not all of them are
Not
unlocked.
in this version of the save file, I guess.
Almost all of these are Kickstarter designed ones. These dang OG colors. Stop it. See it go burr. That's all. I wanted to show off my Foley work. Recording a drill next to a microphone.
Indeed. All right.
I think there's just a general delay.
That could even be like that could be some part of the pipeline that's like flowing through the capture setup and everything. Just check that separately. Or like to just like do the capture through the monitor because there's like got a capture card and a splitter, all kinds of stuff on that.
We did it! Victory!
So that's not yeah. Looking at that separately.
I'm still convinced that fish is haunted in some way because it like there's one point I still don't know how it got fixed, but at one point in time he was like moving upside down and backwards, and that's not how he should have been, and I don't know how it got fixed. Pretty sure you didn't touch it.
Probably not.
Pretty sure what I did didn't actually fix it, but here we are. Embodiment of the impossible.
Trying to think. It's just like the moon. You got it.
True. So true. The fish was a moon. The moon was a fish in Avatar. You killed the moon.
This one's working.
Text file.
Nope. So all the things are all still true, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other thoughts for the moment?
I never have a single thought.
Is there anything you want to mess with? Is there anything you want to Let's start. Let's do that. Let's here. Hold on. One moment.
spaced out for like half a second.
Obviously, I'm going to still be missing some of that other frog stuff, but I will at minimum get to some of the other boss things next week, so let's open up those notes and look at some of them together. I will re-reference them on my own, obviously.
I believe it's game dev.
Game dev.
Down the drain.
Drain. Documents. Thank you. Okay.
Look at all these beautiful notes that have been ignored.
I'll just say Ghostfish because it doesn't really matter which one I start with. So Ghostfish and this are big ticket to-do list items. Okay, those first two things are good to know. That seems theoretically doable.
He didn't drop the key when I did it, so I wonder why he drops the key, but there's still no locked door.
Blue flames weren't supposed to damage Marta?
I think so. I think they're just supposed to be barriers. Like I said, I put the need to look at code again on there, because they all do different things. Like the green one is supposed to chase you and do damage. The purple one splits into the red one.
This might need more sample size to see if this is true.
I just need to fucking look at it.
They did. Well, no, I mean the key thing, because obviously they did drop them that time. Although
there's still no door.
The doorway wasn't there. In fact, the way he's so weird, I bet this is true some of the time. I'm gonna add it like an addendum here. Because none of the other bosses actually physically move themselves outside of the
He moves back
area.
into the center to die, though.
But still, who knows timing and fucking. I'm just saying, it seems like a possibility. Because like nobody else, everybody else is either stationary or they.
I mean, just make a fixed spot.
Well, and I have to look at my code because I feel like I might have even accounted for that, but I'll have to double check. Like if there is a. In fact, I'll just keep adding to this document here.
Oh my god. These aren't even my notes anymore. But the integrity of my documentation is being sullied. These aren't my notes from March 14th anymore. Heal. We're losing control. I think you're already doing that with the garbage disposal.
I think that's true, yeah. But I have to...
Because they're outside of the room, which seems
like
weird.
You said, I'll have to look at the code again.
Coward.
Out of some bosses when they are dead. Okay, and over here.
Oh my god, you don't have word wrap on, you're a monster.
Oh, word wrap is like the only reason to use something like Notepad is because you know where the text is going to be. If you have WordPad on or word wrap on, that's like defeating the purpose. If I wanted word wrap on, I'd use Word.
Ugh, you're a monster.
Notepad is beautiful in its idiocy. Like it's
and
divine.
You're just an idiot.
It's divine in its simple elegance.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh
my brain has been ruined. I don't know what I was taking.
I'm pretty sure it was already ruined to begin with. First of all.
Keyhole barrier.
To
his exit
and
pipe. You already noted it on the other one.
I'm pretty sure everyone except Taproot doesn't have one.
That's probably true. All right. Well, I think that's good for now. So yeah, we'll we can probably call it for the moment with this. got some stuff done, technically. We got the tongue working. We found some issues and have some tentative-ish solutions for the last couple things in that frog fight. I should put that too, actually, that I still want to maybe adjust the mass on those.
And thicken the minds. Oh, she's taking a big step. Big step, big stretch.
Displaceable is a word, probably. Seems like it would be. Yeah, I think we'll call it for now, and I'll check out some of this other stuff.
Wow.
We'll fucking keep on keeping on, I guess. But yeah, I'll get to some of that fish stuff in the coming days, and we'll use it. But for right now, the next thing I'll have you do is still probably just actually, if at this point, if you want to do a similar thing to just keep, like I said, keep 1 or 2 steps ahead of me in terms of observation, is the next time you have a moment, you could boot up some of the RNG levels, some of the like regular non-boss fights, and just play it and just see how you feel about it. Just note anything that seems broken, or any other thing that like seems like it needs tweaked or something. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just keep looping and iterating. And like I said, your Google Foo and your insight, and your testing are all very much appreciated.
Sure.
We'll keep on keeping on, and we'll keep making some progress. Get this done sooner or later. So, with all that said, thank you for hanging out, Lorraine. Helping. Thank you, Internet, for watching. Thank you, Brian, specifically, for
vibing,
chilling in the chat and watching us fuck around with some shit.
We doing it. We doing it.
Anybody else out there who happened to pop by, thank you for hanging out. And
pop by.
Thank you, PC, this time, for not crashing, streaming PC.
Yay!
Thank you, Colette, for being a cute little cat.
Yeah.
Can you grab her? Can you put the baby on camera one more time before we... Oh, man, probably not. She's mad. Okay.
Come on. Let go of the couch.
All right.
There you go.
So from me and Lorraine and Colette.
Where's Colette? Hi. She's here.
I think. Oh, now I do need the other. I need this mouse, not the other mouse.
Bubby, we're going off.
We will see you next time, Internet. So I'm gonna find the end of stream thing, and I'm gonna wave my hand, and we will say, good afternoon. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you later.
Bye.